Good morning again to those on the live. Good morning if you're catching the recording, and welcome to day 3 of our 7 Days of Self-Devotion Challenge. I was just asking everybody that's on the live to share with me how their day had changed when we'd set the intention to notice and feel more gratitude in their lives. So I'm just reading out some of the beautiful messages here that people have shared. Lydia, only started day 1 last night, meditation before bed with my pooch. Grateful for a wonderful night's sleep and the energy that helped me sleep. Thank you. Lydia, welcome to the challenge. And it's never too late to join. I love that you've chosen to come in at this moment and just show up for yourself. It's so beautiful. Please do jump on and do day 2 today. And please share with me in the group how that affects you in terms of noticing your gratitude. Ash, it was big. The idea that if I didn't feel grateful for it, that it could disappear the next day had me thankful to hang out the laundry. Yeah, such a full, beautiful day with so much in my life. Ash, that's so beautiful to feel and hear. Jack, I had a sick child and I had to go for an ultrasound and mammogram. And instead of stressing, I just rode the waves. Beautiful. Beautiful. And that's the foundation that self-devotion will give you. When you have shown up for yourself in the morning and then you have the unexpected occur, which will often happen, we are having a human experience, then you've got a foundation, you've got this anchored energy to be able to flow through the unexpected. Kami, I'm searching for a new job and always have the most luck when I check my energy first. Grateful for you, Amanda. Oh, Kami, I'm grateful for you too. Nick, I've been in a bit of a funk. Intentionally coming back into gratitude has helped it to start shift. Beautiful. Start to shift, sorry. Gratitude is an incredible frequency. And if you can train yourself to lean into that energy of a morning, your entire day changes. So I've said this once, I'll say it again. How you start your day sets the tone for the day ahead. And if you are starting your day A in self-devotion and B noticing, choosing intentionally to look at what you're grateful for, then your entire day is going to be based from that, right? That's the seed that you've planted for the day ahead. And it's very, very powerful. The human mind will always find what it is looking for. Okay, we'll always find what it's looking for. So if you are focused on that in which you are lacking, then you're going to go throughout your day noticing where you are lacking. If you are focused on that in which you are grateful for, then you are going to go throughout your day noticing how much you have, how much you are, how abundant the journey truly is. So it's very important for you to notice that you get to choose the energy in which you set your tone for your day. I loved that. I loved yesterday's call so much. And I love the shares in the group as well. So please continue sharing. If you haven't yet introduced yourself, never too late. And it's never too late for fucking anything. Like you can be, do, have whatever you want. It's never too late. But it's never too late to share. So share a little bit about yourself. Share why you're in the challenge. Share what changes have already occurred for you in just a couple of days of showing up for yourself for a 20-minute or 30-minute call. Pen, stripped my bed and remade it in the morning. And the gratitude I had to myself last night was massive. Yeah. I had a dentist appointment yesterday morning. I had a filling and I got the filling. And so I've left the dentist with like the whole numb face, numb tongue thing. And I'm just going to go down to the beach. And I went down to the Short Point, if those of you who know Merimbula, to Short Point, and I hadn't actually been there for a couple of weeks. And it is a beautiful grass hill and it overlooks the ocean. So the ocean is, you're above the ocean looking down. I was on the phone to my sister and I had her on speaker and I walked over and sat on this beautiful chair. The level of gratitude that I had was so immense. I was describing to her exactly what I was seeing and feeling. And her response to me was, I feel like I'm reading a fucking book. This is so descriptive. Because I was like, oh my God, this cold breeze on my face. The sun is glistening on the water. The grass is so green. Like, this is just so beautiful. And I was just in this space of gratitude, this space of awe, to such a degree that I stood up and went, oh my God, and just had my hands above my head in this bubble of immense gratitude. And that continued again throughout my day. So I went for a walk to the beach before I had a session last night. Same thing. I was talking to my sister and I was like, I've got to go. Like, this sky is just incredible. Like, I have to soak this in. And I actually shared a video to my page because the level of immense awe and gratitude, which are so interlinked, those energies, was through the roof, like through the roof. And I just sat there, like, going, this world, like, how can you not believe in magic when you witness something like this beautiful sunset over the ocean? Like, incredible. And those sunsets are made of the same consciousness. Everything you see out there that is growing, that is moving, is made of the same magic that we are. The same intelligence, the same consciousness created that has created you, us. And like, magic. Curbs. I'm sitting outside this morning because I'm grateful for the warmth, knowing this freezing winter is on its way. I love that. Kara, I'm grateful when I show up for myself. I'm doing it more and more, and it makes such a difference. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. And this challenge has been designed to show you all how powerful the impact is of showing up for you. Self-care is amazing. Massages, facials, self-care, a bath, that's amazing. But self-devotion, that's a whole nother ball game. That's an inner journey. And that is going to fuel you in a way that you have that solid foundation to flow throughout your day. So we're going to begin day 3. I am very excited about today. I'm excited about every fucking day, let's be honest, but I'm very excited about today because I have planned it. Oh, you've got another baby with you there today, Kristen. I'll try and mind my. She looks a little bit older than the other one. She might hear those words. Block the ears. Today we're going to be speaking about something that is one of your most powerful tools of self-devotion that you can access at any given moment, and that is so diverse in the way that it can support your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, and your spiritual health. Today we're going to be speaking about the breath and intentional breath work. Your breath connects you to presence. It is the anchor into the very present moment. Your ability to just stop and listen and notice your breath, which is classified as conscious breathing, you are consciously aware of your breath, gives you conscious awareness. When you are aware of your breath, you are aware of you, of the consciousness that you are. And I want you to just think for a moment, when was the last time you focused on and were consciously aware of your breath, of the simple act of breathing? Because it is a subconscious action, right? You don't have to say to yourself, breathe, right? This happens automatically. It's an autonomous part of our system, okay? And so it's something that often is taken for granted and is not recognized as one of the most powerful tools, particularly for mental health. Your ability to stop and connect to the breath immediately, as a byproduct of just noticing your breath, immediately connects you into your consciousness that you are, right? It regulates the nervous system. When used in certain ways, regulates the nervous system. It can recharge and relax you. Like, how diverse. Depending on how you use it, how you're guided to use it, it will both relax you, which you've all noticed with the meditation, right? That noticing your breath and being guided in these gentle breaths took you into this beautiful deep space of hypnotic relaxation. But it also recharges you. So there's a type or a cycle of breath that will recharge you, that will give you intense energy, that will increase your vitality, right? Your breath is the very thing that you can receive, that life force, but that also supports you in releasing. And that's releasing, right? You both receive and release. Your breath is the most powerful, in my opinion, in my experience with myself and also in my work with others. Your breath is the most powerful medicine for anxiety, PTSD, panic attacks. Your ability to come back home to yourself is reliant on your ability to connect with your breath. When I lost my sister about 10 years ago, I had the most immense PTSD. I had, the doctors said, you've got PTSD, anxiety, depression. They gave me all the labels. And yeah, I was so anxious, and I had wild levels of PTSD because she took herself home. So it was not expected. And I was 8 months pregnant at the time. And so I'd had a newborn, and I'd entered that newborn portal in immense grief. And I'd had a toddler, and there was all these things going on. And I was told to take medication so many times. Everywhere I turned, it was just take medication, take medication. I found my medication in my breath. And I remember reading about it because I wanted to feel better, and I was researching how to get better and how to fix this. And I remember researching the breath, and somewhere I picked up this idea that if I felt anxious or if I was in a panic, that I could breathe in as far as I could, hold the breath at the top, and then release, and it would reset me. And I remember using it in real time. I'd gone into my Luke's work, and his dad was there, and his dad made a joke about somebody taking themselves home, right? So he'd made a joke about that, and it was a very graphic joke. And this is like 6 months after my sister had done that, right? I was driving back and had a massive panic attack, and I used the breath in real time. I remember just going and holding it. And after about 5 seconds, I felt the shift here. And it wasn't my third eye, it was actually deeper into my brain. It was the amygdala. Now that I understand the brain a lot more, I understand what it was. And it was this incredible feeling of release that occurred within my brain. And that dumped within my body the most incredible relaxation and feelings of safety. And it is something that I share with others constantly. It is something that I use myself. It is something that I support my children in using. Zion's 2 years old. He's learning start. Big breath in and out. It is truly your most powerful tool. And today you're going to have a little experience of how it can support you. It's not just your anchor into the now. It's not just a way to reset yourself. It's not just actual fucking medicine for panic, anxiety, even feelings of depression, right? Anything that has you pulled out of the present moment and in a space of like this twilight zone. It also can activate and amplify your energy. So if you are feeling tired, if you are starting your day and you're feeling a bit tired, the way in which you use your breath is going to support you in feeling activated and alive. We're going to do that at the end of the session because I'd like to leave you guys today with lots of energy, to leave this session full of energy, right? The breath also has the ability to clear stagnant energy, low vibrational energy, emotional blocks. So when you are in a session, a guided breathwork session, you have the most profound shifts. I know inside my Moons and I container, we had one of the participants at the time was a breathwork facilitator, and she led all of the women in there. So a lot of you have experienced that. Some of you experienced it one-on-one. I've had some incredible breathwork experiences, and that's a deep, deep process where you're doing really rapid breathing. And when you give Penny, give birth without pain relief with breathing, yeah, really good point. Yeah. When you are connected to the breath, you are in the very present. You're not getting caught up in the egoic mind, in this pain, in this resistance, right? You're not resisting, you're allowing. When you're in a guided breathwork session, it can be very intense. And you may have noticed or witnessed people doing that, and it can be screaming, it can be moving. The breath has the ability to bring up old stored trauma and for it to be released for you. And that's kind of that end of the scale where you're in like this rapid space of breathing and going into altered states of consciousness through the breath. Like, it is just the most powerful tool that we have, right? So it can bring deep healing. It allows us to receive, to release, to relax, but also to amplify, dependent on how you guide it, right? So we're going to have a short journey that's going to support you in feeling the deep relaxation of the breath. And then we're going to close feeling the energized breath. So you're going to get a taste of two completely different forms of breath work or of conscious breathing to support you. To support you in really unlocking this part of you that you can access at any time. Jane, I use my breathing techniques whenever my pain levels stop me in my tracks. I used to not be aware of that intake and hold the breath that actually increases the pain. Yes, and that's actually default, right? How many of you go, if you cut your finger, right? The default is contraction. When you are connected to the breath and you know the power of the breath, you actually go and breathe it out. I ended up with Zion, ended up in a emergency cesarean after laboring with him, and I actually had 2 Panadol after having a cesarean, and I had nurses, doctors, so many people in deep concern, like, you need to have this medicine, you've had major surgery. And I challenged myself. I just knew. I was like, I just know I have medicine within me. Like, I just know. And I'd had a previous cesarean, so I knew last cesarean I had like a whole heap of endo and really heavy medicine. I used conscious awareness and conscious breath to heal, to support myself after having major surgery, after having a cesarean. So I had Panadol once at the insistence of a doctor, and then that was it. That was it. No other pain relief. And yes, that is a flex to me because I access the medicine within me. It's not like I was in pain and suffering. I just utilized my brain and my breath and parts of me that supported me. So I was doing some tapping, supporting myself through that process. So it is incredibly powerful, and something I could talk about for a really long time, but we're going to try our best to do a kind of a session that's not too late today, and I've just noticed the time. So we're going to jump straight into our process. So I invite you to find a comfortable place to sit down, to relax. And if you've got bubs in arms, that's okay. Meet yourself where you're at. Then you can redo it solo later. But right now you can just do it, and you can even do it with your eyes open if you wish. So we're going to start our process as always by taking a nice, slow and deep breath in and exhale. And again, a nice, slow, deep breath in and exhale. And gently closing your eyes if you haven't already. Focusing on your breathing, nice, slow, deep breaths. That's right. Just allowing that breath to come in through the nose and out the mouth. And dropping your shoulders, relaxing your jaw, and inviting relaxation into your body, from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. That's right. Relax. Relax. Just allowing any thoughts that may enter your mind to simply pass you by, like clouds in the sky. No need to attach to them at all, just allowing them to come and go as you bring your awareness back to the sound of my voice. Just taking a moment to arrive, not just arriving into this space, but into yourself. That's right. Letting your body settle, letting your breath begin to deepen, allowing your heart to open like a flower meeting the morning sun. That's right. And placing one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly, feeling, noticing the gentle rise and fall of your breath. That's right. And silently or out loud, allowing yourself to receive this intention. I breathe to awaken. I breathe to return. I breathe to remember who I am. Today, during this short but potent practice, we will use the breath as a sacred key, a portal to unlock what's hidden, to soften what's guarded, to rise into truth and drop into love. We'll breathe consciously and intentionally, and you may feel emotion, energy, or stillness. Whatever you feel, whatever arises, just allowing. There is no right or wrong. It is all welcome in this space. That's right. The breathe pattern that we will use is simple. We'll be inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Long, deep, full breaths, like ocean waves flowing in and out. And let's begin together now. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Again, inhale deeply. And exhale fully. Good. Keeping this rhythm now, letting the breath guide you in and out. That's right. Continuing on with these big, beautiful breaths in and full releasing out. Letting every inhale be a rising, a remembering, and every exhale a release, a surrender. That's right. With each breath, you are peeling back layers of noise, pressure, fear, expectation, until you meet the quiet truth of who you are beneath it all. That's right. Breathing into your chest now, feeling it expand like wings. You were not made to shrink or hide. You were made to rise. Breathing into your belly where your fire lives now. This here is the seat of your power, your knowing, your courage. Breathe into your back where you carry your past. And with each exhale, let the weight of the old soften and dissolve. That's right. Breathing in to receive the new and out to release and dissolve the old. Now breathing into your heart, that sacred center, the place that still believes, that still hopes, that always burns. And saying within, I am safe to feel. I am safe to open. I am safe to receive. Keep breathing. You are not just inhaling air, you are inhaling light. You are receiving life force energy. You are exhaling all that you've been carrying on to. That's right. Using your breath, calling your soul back home. Meeting yourself. And gently allowing your breath to return to its normal rhythm now. That's right. Placing both of those hands on your heart as you allow your breath to be soft, effortless, free. As you notice and feel the aliveness within you, the spaciousness, the clarity. Knowing that your breath has cleared the fog and opened the gate. That's right. Allowing yourself to just be here for a moment as you receive the following. I am here. I am whole. I choose to live awake, connected. I choose to trust myself and my light. I choose to soften and gently beginning to wiggle your fingers, wiggling your toes, allowing your energy to bring you back here into this very present moment with one last breath, inhaling presence and exhale that beautiful feeling of devotion that you are. That's right. When you're ready, opening your eyes. Little puppies there. Beautiful. So coming back into the space, just giving yourself a moment to adjust the energy. You might like to place your hands on your heart. Feeling free to share, if you wish, your experience, and you can do that in the chat or you can do that in our group. I'd like to leave you feeling really energized because the breath is so diverse and it can have you feeling what you're feeling right now, deeply connected in that beautiful flow. And you can allow yourself to rewatch, to come back to that. But I'd plan to actually give you a taste of the fire breath. And the fire breath is the one that we use to energize. Lan is saying, gosh, I needed that today. So glad this is what aligned for this morning session. Always perfect. Always divine timing. So I'm going to give a moment to adjust. After sharing with you in yesterday's call about possibly birthing something from this challenge, I did think about that last night. And the moment I thought about it, it just went and started being birthed. So I'm going to share a little bit about that, and then we're going to finish off with a fire breath. And I want you to allow yourself to just have your hands on your heart for a minute or two before we do the fire breath, because that's quite a shift in energy. So I have a name and I have an idea of what I'll be running. So I will be creating, I haven't yet created, but I will be creating a program called The Devoted Woman. And it will be a 4-week program, and it will have weekly live calls. And it's going to be not just about practices and rituals. It's going to be about the foundations of self-devotion, truth, boundaries, ritual, honoring self. So all aspects of devotion. It's going to be about building trust within yourself, all the different aspects, not just the rituals, but we will, of course, do that, the rituals as well. Kirby, I'm in, that name had me. I love women who have been in my world and they just know. Like Kirby's so connected to her intuition. She's like, yeah, don't care any details, whatever, I'm in. We will be beginning The Devoted Woman on the 1st of July. So the reason we're starting in 6 weeks' time is because on the 1st of June, some of you already know, Heart-Led Living begins. So I'm going to give all that I know right now about The Devoted Woman is it's 4 weeks. You can secure your spot during this container, and those jumping in during this container will get 10% off, which is huge. And I just thought, why the fuck not? Like, let's do that for 4 weeks. And I'm thinking, like, I haven't arrived at the price point, but I'll share it in the group. I'll do that this morning. I'll tune in and do that this morning, and I'll pop it on our group, and you'll be given the opportunity to get the first dibs into that space. So we start on the 1st of July. So it's going to be the first day of the second half of the year. And what a beautiful time for you to have a beautiful reset and come into the deep devotion. So 1st of June is Heart-Led Living. And heart-led living is an offering that was birthed after the loss of my mum and feeling this immense grief, and then being able to lead myself through grief in such a profoundly different way to what I did when I lost my sister. And it was deep and it was sacred and it was loving and it was expansive and deeply connecting. And when I was able to do that, I knew I had to share that. And so heart-led living is designed to connect you back to your heart, to show you and support you in understanding all of the emotions and giving you safety in feeling emotions. So creating safety to feel. It is for those of you who have been functioning largely from the head and not the heart, those who often overthink or are unsure or struggle or find it challenging to make decisions for themselves, then this is heart-led living. It is about coming into your heart space and allowing that to be your guide throughout this journey. Your heart is a power portal. It is your inner compass. And for most people, they have experienced pain, trauma, heartache, and put walls over their heart. So they're not actually accessing that incredible energy available to them. So heart-led living, it was a definite love offering. So most of my 4-week offerings are around $1,000. This one I put at $444 because it's heart-led living, and I wanted more people to be able to access it, and I wanted people for anybody to be able to afford it. So heart-led living will begin on the 1st of June and our winter. So in Australia, the 1st of June is our winter. In winter, we go within. We tend to our inner garden. So for those of you who like to jump into heart-led living, that program I just explained, somebody in this challenge will be receiving a position in that for free. So that will be gifted during the challenge. And if you would like to get in, you are welcome to. So I'll put both of those on our group. And if you want to get in, you're welcome to. So now the energy's kind of shifted. And I've probably moved you out of that deep relaxation. Let's do a fire breath. Let's go. Some of you will be familiar with the fire breath, especially if you've experienced breath work before. If you want to stay in a space of deep relaxation, pop off the call now. Have a beautiful day and stay in flow. And you could perhaps get the recording and come back. Fire breath. Ash just popped off. If you would like to feel really energized, if you're about to go and give and show up, then stay on the call, because we're going to have a breath of energy now, or the fire breath it is called. So for this breath, I invite you to sit up. So sitting up, and the way in which it works is we are going to inhale passively. Okay, so that's allowing the air to just flow passively in. Oh, Ash has come back. I thought, just give her a moment to rejoin. I thought you were deciding to stay in the space of relaxation, Ash. So, all right. So we will be inhaling passively. So it's not a forced inhale. It's just just allowing it to occur. But then we exhale forcefully. If you got boogers, yeah, you might they might end up outside of you for this practice, but that's okay. That's all right. So again, we are going to inhale very passively. It's just allowing the breath to come in. And we're going to exhale. And when we exhale forcefully, we're going to contract our abdominal muscles. Okay, so we're going to, and that's going to be the breath. So it's going to be a gentle in and out. We're going to do this together. Now, if you are new to breath work, or if you have blood pressure things going on, you may begin to feel a little bit, and I invite you to trust yourself, okay? It's never going to hurt you, but trust yourself. If you're feeling a little bit lightheaded, then stop or slow down, okay? You will feel energized pretty immediately beginning this, okay? So it's short, forceful exhales and very gentle inhales. You can place your hands on your lower stomach if you like, because when we're doing this, we are contracting that lower belly. We're going to begin. Maybe I could let me get some music on for us actually to support that. We're just going to make it a short, very short practice, and stop whenever you feel guided. So trust in yourself. Okay. And we're going to, feels like a horse snorting. Yeah, Christy. Yeah. Okay, so a gentle breath in and Contracting your abdominal muscles as you forcefully exhale. Beautiful. We're just going to go for about 30 seconds. Contracting your stomach for those of you who can. And a couple more. Beautiful. And then bringing your hands together and rubbing your hands together now. Rubbing your hands together as you are allowing yourself to be even more energized. Energized from the breath, energized from your energy. Have a beautiful day at work, Jack. See you. And I can see Cara up doing a big, beautiful stretch. Excellent. So trusting your body, allowing yourself to receive all of that life force energy. Some of you are driving. That's okay. You might like to receive that big breath now. They like to stand up, move around, move your body. Nick, I'm off meeting a friend for coffee before work. Beautiful, Nick. Enjoy. Have a beautiful day. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So that's an awesome practice. Again, you can do that anywhere at any time. Your breath can be used to relax you and it can be used to energize you. Okay. Very, very powerful source of medicine for you. Do let me know how that went for you in the group. We will pop off. I know we've gone over. I mean, you know, I can't not over deliver though. Like I just have to share a bit more. So you're very welcome to catch a recording if you've actually only allocated the 20 minutes that I said this would be each day. To be fair, it is 20 minutes for the actual practice. It's and the benefits of the practice. I just like to chat. Justine, my puppies went wild while I was doing that fire breathing. Yeah. And so, Justine, did you notice that they were deeply relaxed in the first part of the call, though? When you were doing the relaxation breathing, they would have probably been drawn to your energy and laying on you. Yes. Yes. And so that shows you the shift in your energy as well. Kirby, I said an hour for me of the morning, so all good. Awesome, Penny. Thank you, but who are you kidding? Look, if I was like a bit more transactional, I could come on and be like, hi, this is the practice, this is the benefits, let's go. And it would have only been 20 minutes, right? But it's nice to have a bit of a chat. Laura, thanks, Amanda. That was awesome. We even had a giggle during the fire breath. I love that. And I love that you two are in this challenge together. That just makes my heart smile. Irene, thank you. Beautiful again. I'm so glad you're enjoying the practice. Guys, I'll get the recording up right now. Can I just say, if you notice that the recording is having an issue, yesterday it didn't load correctly or something, and I didn't know until late in the afternoon. If that ever happens, please tag me. If you tag me, then I'll get that notification and I'll be able to attend to that much sooner. So if there's ever an issue, or even feel free to DM me. Okay. Thank you, Justine. See you tomorrow. I'll get this recording up for you guys now. If you would like to watch the replay, of course you can. I'll share about the two things in the group as well. So the Heart-Led Living and Devoted Woman, those two quite different energies, really. Some of you might like to do them back to back, and that's fine. But I feel like you'll either be drawn to one or the other if you're choosing to kind of deepen your experience of connecting with yourself. I hope you all have the most incredible fucking day today. Continue with your gratitude. Continue noticing that in which is around you. Kristen, sorry, little baby ears being amended. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and challenge yourself to use your breath. Use your breath. If you are in a situation where you feel a challenge or you're feeling overwhelmed, stop, hold your heart. Arrive back in that present moment through those slow, intentional breaths. And if you're feeling tired, if you have got a lot to do and you need a bit of a reset through your day, use your fire breath. So use the power of your breath today. Leisha, thank you so much for joining. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I will see all of you incredible women tomorrow morning. Have a beautiful day. Oh, wait.